I don't know if this footage will ever be used, but we're trying it out right now. My first ever talking to the camera for more than 30 seconds. I guess we'll call it episode 1 of our solo podcast, which probably won't be a solo podcast for long. Probably will only be one episode, and then we'll look to have a guest on next time. Now, on this show, we're going to be talking about all things real estate, all things life, all things that are related with my business, which is obviously real estate, and with the way that we walk through our lives every single day, the things that are important to us, who we inspire to be, the people that inspire us, and what they do. And hopefully we can talk to them throughout this whole process. What I want to talk about today, right now, what's on my mind is home ownership. Making that first investment, leaping into the market, because that's what it is. It's a leap of faith, even though it shouldn't be. It should be a calculated risk. And if history repeats itself, and history can tell us anything, it's not too much of a risk. Who is losing in real estate right now? Now, obviously, you don't want to throw all your eggs in one basket. You want to make sure you diversify, which is what every financial planner, analyst, manager would tell you, of course, and it's the same way in real estate. But today, more so, I want to talk about finding that first home that you're going to live in. Whether it's a condo and you're a single guy or girl, whether you're a young couple moving into a townhouse, or whether it's your 5th home and you need something to support your 3 kids and your wife or your husband. A lot of people take these decisions very, very seriously, as they should. I work with a lot of first-time home buyers, first-time investors who are constantly asking themselves the question, am I ready? Do I have the funds? Is it too risky? Should I wait? The rental rates are amazing right now, so a lot of people are saying, let's take advantage of the rental rates, rent for a year, and then come back to it, 12 months from now. All the condo buyers that I'm working with, if we are looking for awesome units with great views, natural light, turnkey condo units, then that's what everybody else is looking for as well. Demand is sky high, even though supply is sky high. Why? Because supply is sky high for all those cookie cutter units that really nobody wants as an end user. But supply is actually very low for those beautiful southwest facing, big balconies, lots of living space, 10-foot ceilings. Supply is really low for that, and demand is through the roof. So people are saying, well, should we wait? Should we wait? Demand's still going to be through the roof a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. And they're not making boutique, big, lofty condos right now. They're making cookie cutter condos. That supply is going to continue to rise, which might affect that market. You may start to see 2 separate condo markets. The end user condo market and the investor condo market. People at home who are looking to get into the condo market, go. If you have the money. And the only way you can know if you have the money is if you're working with someone from your bank, a mortgage brokerage, because they'll give you the pre-approval. They'll let you know what you have to do to get your credit score up so that you can get the pre-approval. And then once they basically tell you that you can buy this product for this price, in my opinion, do it. As soon as I had the money to put 5% down on a pre-construction property, I did. I ended up buying something for around $750,000. That first 5% was around $35,000 to $40,000, which was a lot for me. When I paid that out, I was broke. I'm not trying to say that's what you should do. That's the risk you could take. I knew that I had something to fall back on, that if I ever really, really, really needed it, my family would support me. But as soon as I had that $35K, that 5%, I put it down on a property. With pre-construction, the deposit structure is attractive in the way that you put 5% down, and then maybe 2 months later, you owe the next 5%. So I was banking on myself to be closing deals, to making money. At each point where I needed to put my next deposit down, I would have the money. And I did, and it worked out for me. And I'm sure there is a universe in which it didn't work out, and I needed to ask my dad for money, or I was in a lot of trouble. So if you're in that situation where you don't have a backup plan to cover you for those funds, then maybe the route I went isn't the right route. I invested in this maybe 2 years ago, and it's still being built, and it's not going to be built for another year or 2. That was my first ever investment, and I made the statement again, and I knew in my head, as soon as I had the money to do it, I was going to do it. I wasn't going to ask questions. I was going to do it, and it was going to work out. That was my positive mindset. And it did, and it has thus far. But for all of you out there who have the money, and they have the money sitting in a savings account or have it sitting in a GIC and you're earning next to nothing, use it. If it's not for real estate, fine. But if you're looking for that first home and you're thinking, maybe I'll wait till the market comes down, it's just not the way I believe you should operate. Look, actively look, have someone working for you who's actively looking for deals. Working with a kid, I got a great referral from a longtime friend of mine with a kid who he works with. And he said to me, we're just at the beginning stages. Hopefully by July, this was like back in October, I'll find a place. We ended up looking. We found a place that was sitting on the market. It was over 800 square feet. It was 1+1, 2 full bathrooms, beautiful unit. Sure, there were some things that were, pulling some other buyers away, like the view and the natural light, but that stuff didn't really matter to him. And we ended up paying well under $1,000 a foot, and I think even close to $925 a foot for an amazing unit. He's beyond thrilled, and he jumped because we were actively looking for that opportunity. If you're not actively looking, or if you're passively looking once every couple weeks, you're not going to find that perfect place for you, or that perfect investment, or the perfect opportunity where maybe you're able to get in a little bit below market value, because those opportunities are out there. I mean, me myself, I bought a townhouse down at Queen and Ossington, and I probably got that for $150,000 under market. Was it because I'm such a skilled negotiator? No, it's because I was patient and I waited for that opportunity, and it came up. I had to look for 6 months and go through offering on 5 different places before finding that opportunity, and I couldn't be happier. My sister-in-law, her and my brother and my beautiful niece and nephew found an awesome house that unfortunately was tenanted, and the tenants weren't the cleanest. And every time people came in for a showing, the tenants would say, the place is falling apart, there's been leaks, there's been floods. That turned off all the buyers. The place was listed for $1.45, literally in Upper Forest Hill, for a bungalow on a 36-foot lot. And we were able to negotiate that price down to just over $1.3 million, $150,000 under the asking price. So the opportunities are out there, but you have to be actively looking, or you have to have somebody actively looking for you. But jumping in, that's what this is. That's what the name of this video is, jumping in. But knowing your risk and mitigating your risk. If you can't afford it, never do it. Only you know your level of risk and your risk tolerance. But that's the moral of this story, is that if you can afford it and you have the means, do it, invest it. What's the saying? Time waits for no man. That's the truth. The market isn't waiting for you. That perfect condo isn't waiting for you. I say this to my buyer clients that I'm working with right now. We're sitting down in a vacant house thinking if we should offer on this property and thinking how much we should pay for this property. I said, nobody right now with the level of demand in this city is winning an offer date by tiptoeing into that offer presentation. They're only winning that property if they're jumping in head first, right? Nobody is winning a house or an offer with 10 other offers when we don't really know if we love it. No, if you love it, you be aggressive. Time waits for no man or woman, for nobody. And I think that's all I got to say on this front. For first-time investors, first-time homeowners, jump, make the move.